Good morning, family. Hello, Toy with the T in the building. And of course, I'm coming again with another bit of information for you guys. All right, because it's just time, y'all. All right, so I'm just going ahead setting up my other Facebook here, and I am about to bring to you some information that I need you guys to get because you got to keep in mind, y'all. Listen, it's 2021. A lot of us, we've had some endeavors that we've been experiencing these last couple of years. But listen, it's time to move this needle forward, y'all. So I know a lot of you guys probably didn't have a business. Last year, 2020, was just a lot. All right. Some people lost our jobs, but some people found jobs in Corona. A lot of people last year opened up the door to endeavors that they probably never would have started or never even would have embarked on if it wasn't for Corona. And I believe that there was a lot of vision that we had come to our eyes in Corona. And I think this year, 2021, is all about execution. It's all about application this year, y'all. So I'm going to give you some tips and hints that you can use to be able to start your own businesses. And of course, like, follow, share, and subscribe. Maybe there's somebody out there who needs to know what I'm about to tell them. But in the meantime, between time, let me just go ahead and encourage y'all to tune in and let's talk about branding, business, and taxes. All right, you guys. So here we go. Where is my iPad? So, first and foremost, you guys, let's talk about this tax season. So, this tax season is going to be a little bit complicated. Okay, a lot of people have gotten PPP, some people have not gotten PPP. Well, if you go ahead and search vigorously, I'm telling you, you don't have to go far. There are multiple things and multiple opportunities that you guys can take advantage of with your business this year, and only because hey, your business is your baby. And the same way you can get a refund back from your baby, you can get one from your business. And you just have to know exactly what you have to do in order to take advantage of getting this money back, if indeed you're actually going to legitimately start your business. So yesterday we spoke about getting our EIN number, and I actually did a Zoom conference that I should probably be on now, doing a Zoom conference. But yesterday we talked about getting our EIN number. And I showed you on a share screen where you can go to the irs.gov and apply for your EIN number. Yesterday, system maintenance issues were in effect at the time, so you could not get your EIN number. But I think this is a very first and most important step of starting your business, only because this is your business's social security number. This is what they're going to use when it comes to getting your business credit, legitimizing your business, and being able to acknowledge that your business is really in existence. I think one of the big things that we have is when it comes to doing our taxes, we get to take advantage of different tax breaks, credits, deductions, things of that nature. And I don't think we utilize that as much. So definitely go ahead, go to irs.gov, go ahead and apply for your EIN number. Make sure you have the right name on your EIN number, because you're going to have to use this name across the board. All right. These are going to be federal documentation to help track and keep up with your business. And this is what they're going to watch when it comes to getting ready to get your business taxes, your business credit, and things of that nature. So getting your EIN number should be the first step you do. Even if you don't make any money, even if you haven't started your business, getting an EIN number is like basically applying for a social security card for your business, and it's absolutely free. All right. And that is what you're going to use to start to stamp the birth of your business. The second thing I think we need to understand along with EIN numbers is using social media. In order to promote your business, people got to hear about it. So you have to promote. So when you set up your social media, keep in mind, all of these things leave a stamp on when it was created, when it was started, when it was birthed. And these are what the algorithms are going to use in order to get you to the next level. If you're being seen at the top, if you're going to the people that you want to be seen by, the algorithms are going to monitor our usage and who we engage with and things of that nature. So it's very important that if you're going to start your business, along with your EIN number, you need to understand all the different avenues which you can start to create the birth of your business, and social media is one of them. Now the thing that we're talking about is digital real estate, or digital currency, or even digital monetization, which is something that we all do when we're on social media, getting all of those likes and follows and things of that nature. That is just another way of stamping and dating the existence of your business. So if you have an EIN number, then that's the federal way of stamping your business. But then also, if you have started a website, a Facebook page, or social media to grow your following, that digital currency can also turn into some money for you. But keep in mind, as you deal with your social media platforms, you pay for your telephones, your computers, things of that nature, anything that helps you keep your business moving forward, that is going to be something that you can probably take advantage of on your taxes at tax time. So make sure you have your EIN number to be able to make sure that you're able to file your taxes correctly, and it will be allocated to the company that the name had. And then also start to build up your social media presence, because word of mouth is indeed one of the best ways to try to inform people about our business. But we also have to understand that in the day and in the age of social media, we don't really get to talk to each other much anymore, especially with Corona. We're all stuck in the house. We really can't get out to deal with each other the way we should. So, social media is definitely going to broaden the horizon for the people that you get to meet and interact with and engage with. So, I think that's very important. Um, the second thing that I think you should try to assume or achieve would be to get your business license. Now, keep in mind, when it comes to making sure that you apply for all of these licensings and publications that you may need, all of your names are going to have to be the same across the board. So just be careful. Whatever name you put on your EIN number, it should be the same exact name when it comes to your business license, as well as any other tax publications that you may come across. You just want to make sure that the entire name is correct all the way across the board. Or when it comes to maybe getting your LLC or getting the C Corp, you can have some complications when it comes to filing your federal paperwork through the proper organization. If you don't have the proper spelling and the exact word for word, letter for letter writing when it comes to applying for your LLC, or even uh, registering for your name. So it's definitely important. Get your EIN number, and then you go ahead and you will get your business license, and you can go to your local office and get your business license. If you're in Georgia, probably $50. There are some counties that's $100. Even if it's $150, I think it's definitely worth it. It's January. You have the whole year to take that $150, which is roughly what, $11 a month, and invest it into just your business. And then once you get your business license and your EIN, you're almost where you need to be with your business. So definitely those are two steps you want to take to start building your business and your brand. The third thing, of course, is to prepare for your taxes. I think you should know what tax realm you're in, whether you're a sole proprietor, whether you're doing a C Corp, a S Corp, or a LLC. It's very important to know how your tax structure is and how you're paying your taxes. For those of you who don't know, maybe you do nonprofits, and most nonprofits are done quarterly. With most businesses, you can pay your taxes back quarterly, and if you don't, you can pay it back annually. It doesn't matter. But this is something that you need to think about to see what exactly is going to be the best for your business and what direction you should take your business down. Because if you're not going to have $1 million worth of sales, I don't think it's a dire need to get a C Corp this year or even an LLC. If you're just getting started, yeah, maybe you should start out as a sole proprietor, only because you don't have a lot of customers, or you don't have a lot of clientele, and you don't have a lot of money coming in. That can probably be your best way. But as you start to make thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars with your business, then you probably want to restructure your business and see what works for you. And definitely for those of us that like to work with others, if you wanted to form a board, for instance, let's just say, with my LLC Toya with the T, when I form my board, I try to form my board with people who are conducive to my business. So because I do interviews, most of my board consists of other people in entertainment, whether you're a producer, whether you're a director, whether you're a dancer, an actor. I like to fill my board up with people that can be the most beneficial to my business. So when I do my LLC, I try to make sure that I'm strategic in what I'm doing and it can help uh, the growth of my business on a large scale. All right. So these are the top three things we should be focusing on right now as we get our businesses and move them forward. Now, once we've got our initial business structure started, we got our EIN number, we got our LLC, and we're looking at our taxes. What are we going to do with taxes? I think I'm going to be a sole proprietor, which is fine, totally no issue. And hopefully, you can be able to achieve the level of success you want in your first year. And oftentimes, from a tax aspect, they do not anticipate you to break even your first year. They normally give you the first 3 years. However, there are provisions in place to where the first 3 years of filing your taxes, whatever you put into your business, you could possibly get that back in a return, only if you've paid out the proper amount of taxes. And I think that's something that we all should need to know. But ladies and gentlemen, in the meantime, between time, should happen to need any kind of help with your taxes, any kind of help with forming your business, your LLC, getting your business license, feel free to reach out to me, Toya with the T, and I'll be more than happy to help you in any way I can to move your business forward. Should need help with business licenses, websites, flyers for your business, marketing and promotions, and social media management, we also help with that too. And the next thing we're going to talk about is some branding issues that you can probably utilize on social media, which will also help your business grow. There are two ways where you can make some money from this, not only from your initial business, but from your social media. Yes, social media makes money. And our goal is to try to figure out what is the best way to get my message out, get my brand out, let everybody know it in the day of social media. Well, for those of you guys that are going to stay tuned, next week I'm going to have some heavy hitters from social media. For those of you guys who are interested in Clubhouse, if you go ahead and inbox me, I got a couple of Clubhouse invites. I can invite you guys. But next week we're going to start doing some meetings on Clubhouse. This week we're going to talk about taxes, branding, and businesses. But then on Clubhouse we're going to take a look into different entities on the most popular I guess you could say businesses, the things that people always love and are still going on right now, and we can still monetize. So make sure you guys stay tuned next week to check out who I interview, and you're going to see we're going to have some heavy hitters from social media coming by. Get them on there for an interview. We're going to have some artists on for an interview. The only reason why I didn't do it this week is because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I don't really have like any flu-like systems or any fevers, chills, or anything like that. But I'm just not feeling myself, and it could be I could potentially be getting ready to burn myself out because I'm always going, and I have been kind of taking advantage of eating, knowing that I'm fasting. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for working with me. But I just wanted to take some time off just to make sure that other people are safe and not be in the mix of others with company until I just absolutely knew that I wasn't coming down with the flu or COVID or anything of that nature, which we rebuke all of that in the name of Jesus. But in the event that there's something strange going on, I needed to make sure that I keep other people safe. So I decided to stay in the house and not do any interviews for the last couple of weeks, just to make sure that I'm within the safety and the guidelines of, my loved ones, my friends, and my potential billionaires. All right. But now we're going to talk about some branding. And like I said, we were talking about social media. And I had a conversation with a friend of mine yesterday who I am helping them work on an endeavor. And I have one suggestion for my social media people is that also when it comes to doing your business, in the future, if you should want to apply for any grants or loans, you got to keep in mind that they are going to check for the legitimacy of your business. And when checking for the legitimacy of your business, they like to see if you have a business email. So again, it's very important that along with our startup businesses, that we should have a website or a web page or, even an email, a business email, which is also free. via Gmail or Yahoo or any other of the sites that you can use for an email. So feel free to go ahead and get your business email totally separate for your business needs. These are things that when you start to see yourself going to ask for grants and loans, they're going to ask for business emails. They're going to ask for EIN numbers. They're going to ask for business licenses. And these are the things that they're going to determine if your business has legitimacy or not. And these are some of the steps that are also a part of branding. All right. So once you go ahead and you start your business email, then you want to use that business email to propel your social media. All right, because this is where it gets complicated. You don't want everything coming into your personal email. You kind of want to differentiate the two. But not only that, when it comes to a audit aspect, when it comes to auditing, what we don't want to do during an audit is have to audit your personal affairs from your business affairs. And this is why you need to have a business email, and all of your business communications should go to this email, because you don't want to cross the two and have someone digging into your personal business when it's actually only for business. Good morning, Terrell. I was just talking about working on some endeavors. But at any rate, getting that email is just going to help you simplify how you actually communicate with your people. Keep in mind, you guys, this thing is serious. And when it comes to promoting and branding and advertisement, people get paid hundreds of dollars to do this. So if we don't want to pay out hundreds of dollars, that means we are now going to have to assume the position of the social media person and make our social media do what it do the same way we would if we paid them. So it's going to be very important and very simple if we use one email address for our business, and we use that email address to propel all the rest of our social medias. So you would get your this is my business at gmail.com. And that will also be the email you use for your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your TikTok, because you don't want to be going back and forth from your page to their page. You want to keep it all in one location. You can post when you want to, and not for nothing. If you did decide to get a social media manager that you wanted to pay, you could give that information over to them without having any issues of security breaches or people getting into information that you don't want them to achieve. So definitely, for those of you guys who want to start branding your business, go ahead and create your business email if you already haven't. And that should be the email where now you start to set up all of your social media. All right. So once you set your social media up, it's a couple of things that we need to keep in mind from social media. You want to have clear pictures. You don't want to be private. Don't have your book on private. If there's a need or a service that I want from you and I can't go to your page to see your work, then what have you just done? You just basically potentially lost a client that could have been coming to you because of your private page. So definitely, if you want to have a business page, make sure it's open, make sure it's a business page, and make sure people can go and see what you have to offer. But when it comes to social media, we all know about algorithms. And we know the algorithms are the way that the computer communicates and sends out different posts according to engagement, consistency, to how much you post. See, what we have to understand is that social media, Facebook, Instagram, all of these things are someone's job. And with that being their job, they have to do everything that they can to keep it going, to keep it moving, to elevate it to the next level. And that's what they're doing now with the algorithms. They started finding out people were being millionaires. They've made it more complicated. And now they've based it on a couple of things. One of those things is consistency. All right. Not only the social media basis offer consistency, but let's just look at how we are drawn into buying different things with marketing or promotions, right? If they say that the news comes on every day at 6 o'clock, the news comes on every day at 6 o'clock. If this specific newscast comes on Thursdays at 7 o'clock, then that's what it is. That is consistency, you guys. So one of the first things that most people are looking for, and even the algorithms on Facebook and Instagram and social media, they're looking for your consistency. If you pay attention to your phones ask you, or they tell you, how much time have you spent on social media today? So if Apple is monitoring that and Android is monitoring that, best believe Zuckerberg is monitoring it as well as Instagram. So with that being said, we know consistently we have to be on our social media. The same way you want your customers and your clientele to come one every day, it's the same way with us. So if we're going to actually propel our social media, we need to be constantly promoting our social media, posting, sharing. Hey, what's up, Travis? Hey, y'all need to go check this guy out. But I'll tell y'all about him later. But I got so many people that need to check out Travis, man. Like I said, Travis, I was just telling them that I wasn't doing interviews this week because I didn't know what was going on with me. I didn't want to make sure I infected anybody or anything. So I just kind of stayed in the house. So I let everybody know that next week we'll be back with the interviews and I'll be promoting you guys. But right now we're talking about social media, and I'm trying to express an elaborate plan on how we can grow our social media. And I'm going to get some guys off of Clubhouse to basically help us. And when I tell you, when you listen to these guys and how to grow social media, it is amazing. But this is a major part of your brand. Your brand should be everywhere. You should be posting it at least 2 or 3 times a day. Why? Because your algorithms are looking for consistency. How much are you on social media? And if you listen to some of these guys that I'm going to be interviewing next week, some of these guys are on their social media constantly posting and engaging with people 8 hours a day, 6 hours a day. This is what they do. They've made their business out of it. And because they've made this their business, they're making hundreds of thousands of dollars just on social media. And I'm going to get some of those guys on my show to tell us how to do that. But until then, I'm going to tell you what I know. So the first thing we talked about was consistency, making sure people know where to find you, what time, what station, what channel, your website, things of that nature. Just the consistency of making sure you're on track and you're on schedule is what people want to see. Then not only that, engagement. People want to be involved on social media that's being engaged, which to me, it makes me think about customer service. Everybody wants to be thanked. Everybody wants to be liked. Everybody wants to be acknowledged. So another big part on social media is engaging. So not only do you just post your social media up, but you go to other like-minded social media people and you say, hey, how are you? My name is such and such. I like what you've done. Post a couple of times on different social media. Post a couple of times on different social media pages. And because we know that your algorithm can have you post something today, but your closest friend might not see it 3 days from now. It's another reason why we need to understand that we need to keep posting on a daily basis. And for those of you who don't know of any great apps that can help you, one great app is called When to Post. It tells you the busiest times today to post. And the other app actually is Hootsuite. And Hootsuite actually is giving a 90-day special, if I'm not mistaken, where you can utilize them and it posts for you automatically. These are some of the social media tools that we are using to do our social media management. So anybody who's on my team is going to automatically get to take advantage of any of the promotions that we do. But that's a very important key when it comes to managing our social media, being engaged, man. And then another thing is, if you haven't noticed, if you haven't seen it, your energy. Your energy being hype, how you talk to people, people are drawn to energy. So the things that we do and the things that we say, that's what people want, just like me, Toya with the T. A lot of people say, oh my gosh, I love the way you interview. I love the way you do this. Well, first of all, I'm not scared and I'm not shy. I'm not scared to make a mistake, say a wrong word. I'm not scared to say I'm sorry. I'm not scared to even be looked at in the light that people don't agree with. But I am going to be me. So when I am doing my interviews with people, I'm bringing them what I got, man. First of all, I'm your biggest fan. So if I'm going to interview you, I'm going to come with energy. I'm going to come with engagement. I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to give you the mic. I'm going to let you do what you do because I need you to feel a part of me. This is what customer service is all about. And even though we're dealing with social media, when you're dealing with a business, you must have superb customer service. And when you're engaging with your guests and with your being consistent with your brand, you must make sure that you give and pay homage to the people that are your paycheck, and that is your clients. Your clients are your paychecks. The people that you seek after, the people who you want to come to you, all of them have money, and there's no hold barred. There shouldn't be, well, I don't want this kind of money. I don't want that kind of money. No, I need it all. That's why I opened up a business to make bread. And I'm not going to sit up here and not collect bread because you're a certain color or you're a certain height. That's not my job. My job is to make sure I take care of my friends and family. And in doing so, when I open this business, I need to be the best and I need to be a specialist at what it is I am doing, period, point blank. And if I don't come with that kind of energy, if I don't come with that in my brand, then I'm probably going to have an issue. So branding is very important, you guys. Making sure you're consistent, making sure you have engagement, and not for nothing, your energy, how you're growing your people, how you're making them feel when they come on. Are you making them want to come buy your products? Are you making them want to come on your show? Are you making them want to be interviewed by you? If you're not making them want to come to you, then we're going to have to redo some things, because the whole goal is people need to be coming from miles away just to get you and your product. And using social media, understanding what customer service is, and following some tips and tricks from people who are already doing it, that's going to get you there. But for those of you who've also noticed, giveaways. Giveaways is huge. Listen, free is always in the budget. Who turns down free? Nobody. So free money, a free track, a free video, a free commercial, whatever. It doesn't even have to be anything big. Not for nothing, as a manager, I would go to work and candy, buy a big bag of candy. And because people, they want to be engaged, they want to be led, and they want to be led by a good leader. Honey, you throw candy up in the air, honey, and they good. You think they would got a raise. No, candy was cool for them. So when it comes to being creative and how we're gonna get that following, giveaways is a good one. You know, you can give away $10, $5. You can give away via Cash App, or maybe you have some products and services that you are willing to give away to grow your business. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, I've worked for a lot of major franchises that are international. And one of the things that they do from restaurants, and I don't know if you guys have acknowledged this, first and foremost, when they start to build a new McDonald's, they pick a location, right? And you drive past that location 90 days. Ooh, what are they going to build there? Ooh, what are you going to build there? Ooh, what are they going to build? So now your suspense is there, right? So as you keep driving and you see they haven't built it yet, when it starts building, oh, look, that's a McDonald's. So now you drive back and forth past this McDonald's. You see McDonald's commercials everywhere you go, McDonald's commercials. So as you're driving back and forth this McDonald's, what do you think that's doing? That's branding yourself. You know there's a McDonald's getting ready to open. You're just counting down the time. And as you keep riding down that street, seeing that McDonald's open, when that McDonald's open, what happens? It's flooded because of the 6 months it took to put up this business, and people, thousands of cars are going past, and here they see this new establishment, and now they're engaged. They want to know what's going on. One of the things they do when they open that McDonald's, right, is they normally have a friends and family moment. Okay. And those of you who have worked in fast food when stores newly open, or franchises that are new, people never heard of it, you know where I'm coming from. So basically, they're going to take this new foundation, and nobody's ever heard of this before. But what they're going to do, they're going to have a friends and family day. And they're going to invite some of the most prominent people in that location. They're going to invite their mayors and their commissioners and their fire chiefs and their police chiefs. You know, the people in the community that pull weight. They're going to go to the PTA meetings and the basketball high schools and things of that nature, because this is their market. So they attract their market by friends and family day. Come over, have something on us. Whenever you have an issue with a McDonald's or a Publix and you have an issue, what do? They normally replace your meal, give you a free meal card, or even give it to you for free. These are promotional tactics, you guys, that The best of the best in the industry have used. Some of the biggest franchises use these techniques, understanding that it could be a loss. However, on the long run, it could bring you more money because nobody's ever heard of your brand. Nobody's ever heard of Fufu Chicken. Fufu Chicken? What's Fufu Chicken? I don't want no Fufu Chicken. But until we start seeing commercials of Fufu Chicken, until we start seeing people eat fufu chicken, until I start getting coupons from fufu chicken, I don't want nothing to do with fufu chicken until we know that fufu chicken, oh wow, everybody's going to fufu chicken. It's branding, y'all. So if you really want to take your business to the next level, branding is very important. Once you get this legal structure down pat, which a lot of us don't go in order, but whatever order you go in, these are necessary components you need to be successful. But you've gotten your legality structure situated, your business license, your EIN, maybe even your LLC. You got your website up and going, and you have all of your products and services and things of that nature. Now, what do we need? We need for you to be consistent on our social media. I need to always be seeing your brand. I need you to be engaging with me. So when you come onto my platform, we say, hey, how you doing? We give shouts out, things of that nature. Your energy level. Do I want to be taught by someone like you? Or do I want to be with someone who says, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Well, today we're going to cover branding, businesses, and taxes. No, you're not going to want to be bothered with that. So we must imagine the kind of people that we want to buy from in order for us to be people to get people to buy from us. Like we really need to understand that we get out what we put in. All right. Also, with social media branding, making sure the repetition constantly. Listen, if you don't see some of these sponsors or some of these sponsored ads on Facebook, they're everywhere. You can't go on a page or a site or anything without seeing these ads pop up that say sponsored. Now, there are ways you can do this. If you go ahead and download, hmm, maybe I'll keep that information to myself. But there are other apps to be able to help you safely and simply navigate this social media world. There are pages and trackers that you can utilize to see how many people are coming to your site. How many people are being shared? How to keep up with hashtags. When I tell you this social media thing is so huge that we must find out all the information that we need if we're going to be successful. And not for nothing, find you one of these little youngins around here. They will take $20 a month to manage your social media. And maybe they just need to post Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Who knows? But the fact of the matter is that there are things that we need to go ahead and get going so that way we can be most effective when it comes to operating our social media and growing our brand and our business, you guys. So listen, don't be scared. 2021 is your year. All right. So go ahead, check out this from the beginning. Check out my yesterday's post. Let's go ahead and get our businesses going. Also, make sure you go ahead and follow me. We're going to go ahead and formulate a clubhouse group for everyone who wants to know more about starting your own business. Maybe you want to get into sports. Maybe you want to get into entertainment, or maybe you just want to get into media branding and production. Then you definitely want to follow me. We're going to set up the clubhouse group so that way we can teach each other how to start growing that following. Myself, as well as Mr. Terrell Bankhead, should be getting on there really soon, hopefully next week, to start talking about some endeavors. And we're going to help us all grow our social media. And then next week, also, like I said, we should have some great social media people that I've met on Clubhouse that I'll be interviewing. Give us even more on how to grow our clubhouse, how to grow our Instagram, our Facebook, our social media, and to give us basically the meat and potatoes that we need to take this social media, take our social media to a whole nother level along with our businesses, man. And you know what? Hey, that's it for me, you guys. It's me, Toya with the T, you guys. I just wanted to come bring you some more information. Hopefully you guys have been able to use this information and it helps, you know. And Don't think that this branding is something that's just for businesses. Branding is just for you, whether you're an artist, whatever it is. Even if you're an artist, you can brand yourself. Even if you're an artist, you can brand your name, and you can set up a legal structure with your brand name as well. And if you're an entertainer, there are several things we specialize in. We help you get your website, we help you do your social media, we help you do your IMDb. If you're sports athletes, we help you do sports profiles, you name it. We work diligently to make sure we take you and your brand to the next level. So maybe there's something that you could use with this today, and maybe it's not. Just make sure you stay tuned. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to me, Toya with the T, and I'll be here to help you all that I can. So I feel a lot better today, you guys. I think I'm gonna go ahead and get myself together. Hit the streets and go make me some money. But if there's any questions you guys want answered, feel free to inbox me, messenger me, and feel free to follow me on all social media at TOYAWITDATEA. And if you want to send me an email, same thing at gmail.com, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me, man. I hope that there were some nuggets and some tidbits in here that you guys could take advantage of. If you got any questions, never feel scared to reach out to me and see. But in the meantime, between time, y'all, it's 2021. Let's go ahead and make this money, honey. Billions to come, man. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for all your prayers and energies, man. I feel a lot better. And I want you guys to have a good day. So make sure y'all join me tomorrow with more on business, branding, and taxes from your girl, Toya with the T. And if you need any interviews or any social media promos, go ahead and hit me up. We got a $40 a month special for all social media. And we got a $60 a month for all interviews. Unless, of course, I choose you, then the interview is going to be on a house. But in the meantime, between time, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. Travis, I'll see you this weekend, hopefully. Terrell, let's talk soon. I'm about to get my day started. Thank you so much. I love you guys. Thank you from Toya with the T. And I'll see you tomorrow on Banding Business and Taxes. Later. Bye.